Okay, Christina here to listen to some music, and today we continue on with our new series, My Daughter Introduces Me to the Beatles. This is still the first album, Please Please Me, and we are on to track number 10, Baby It's You. So for anyone just joining us, this is the third track on the second side, but the last reaction I did was actually tracks 5 and 6 from the first side. That was a double bill with Boys and Ask Me Why. But when we first started this album, we picked 4 and they were kind of out of order. So then we decided to go back to the beginning. My daughter Eden and I, we were like, yeah, we should probably just do everything. We listened to all of you. You were like, yeah, why don't you go? So we did. So a little bit out of order. If you want to watch these in album order, after tracks 5 and 6, you'll want to go back and watch the last song on the first side, which is Please Please Me, and then the first 2 songs on side B, the second side, which are Love Me Do and P.S. I Love You. And so now here we are with Baby It's You. Sorry it's so confusing. In future albums, we're just going to go straight through. But then also we're going to dive in to the composition and the instrumentation and some theory and maybe some instrument demos and all of those fun things, and especially discover how we relate to this music here, to this next Beatles song. Why might we like it, or why might we not like it? So, no more delay. Let's listen. Okay, here we go.
Sha-la-la-la-la. It's not the way you smile that touched my heart. Sha-la-la-la-la. It's not the way you kiss that tears me apart. Oh, many, many, many nights go by. I sit alone at home and I cry over you. What can I do? 'Cause baby, it's you. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Baby, it's you.
Okay. Well, this is a nice one. Has sort of a more laid back feel to it. I believe once again it's about love, and it's very 50s, which I'm now catching on to is a definite theme for this album. And I believe this is also a cover of a song by a different group. It's the Chorals, is that right? And I believe that was, which one was it? That the previous one that was also a cover from them. I just think it's so interesting that there are all these covers, and I'm used to a cover happening like 10 or 20 years later. And, kind of like a remake, a reboot of a movie. It's like decades later. But these are like 1 or 2 years sometimes that there's a cover. I think that's really interesting. And how was that received? I wonder if that would have bothered me back in the day. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide what I think about that. I guess the more the merrier, but was the first person ever kind of upset that the second person did the cover and maybe stole their thunder? I don't know. All right. Again, if you know some of this stuff, let me know, because I'm getting some information from Eden, but then she's kind of letting all of you fill in the gaps, and she is a young fan of the Beatles, so there are things that she should learn along the way here. But anyway, just let me know what you know. Okay. There's some interesting chords in there. And I like, again, sort of this distant reverb dreaminess. Okay, let's just keep going. I'll back it up a little bit and hear that main chorus part.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Baby, it's you. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la. You should hear what they say about you. Cheat, they say you never, 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 ever been true. Cheat, cheat, oh, it doesn't matter what they say. I know I'm gonna love you any old way. What can I do? And it's true. Cause baby, it's you. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Baby, it's you.
All right, we'll back that up and hear this little instrumental part here. Oh gosh. This is fun. I'm hearing some recognizable vocal techniques here, mainly just the pronunciation. So I believe that's John singing, and we'll get into it more later. I'll go back and play the example, but their accents are just so adorable. Okay, let's back it up a little and hear the little instrumental part here in the middle, and hear how it comes to a close.
Say, I know I'm gonna love you any old way. What can I do when it's true? I don't want nobody, nobody. Cause baby, it's you. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Baby, it's you. Don't leave me all alone. Come on home.
Okay, so a nice even fade out there. I think one interesting thing about this is how I was being pulled in the tempo, not the tempo, the counting, the time signature. So at first I was sort of swaying with the bigger beats, but then in the middle I sort of caught myself like subdividing that, which is just thinking in the smaller, quicker beats. Interesting. So it's laid back, but there is this anxiousness there. And as I continue to listen to the lyrics, I'm realizing maybe why. So did I actually hear the word cheat? Is that what I heard? Talking about that the point of view is that they like this person, but they've maybe heard some not so good things about that person. But they're going to love them anyway, because sometimes you can't help who you love. Well, let's check these lyrics and find out. It's not the way you smile that touched my heart. Sha-la-la-la-la. It's the way you kiss that tears me apart. Uh-oh, many, many, many nights go by. I sit alone at home and cry over you. What can I do? I can't help myself. 'Cause baby, it's you. Sha-la-la-la-la. You should hear what they say about you, cheat, cheat. They say you never, 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 ever been true. Yikes. Okay. Uh-oh, it doesn't matter what they say. What can I do? And it's true. Don't want nobody, nobody. Don't leave me alone. Come on home. Okay. All right. So I think I got the basic idea there. So are the rumors true, though? Well, maybe they just haven't found the right person yet. So I think the point of view here is that they have a lot of confidence that they might be that person. All right, so I've got the meaning, I've got the feel and the beat. Now we just get to appreciate. I am really interested to hear the original version of this. There's something really classic to it. There's a certain kind of sound. I can't really place my finger on it. There's a sound to it that is a little bit timeless. But then the sha-la-la-la-las kind of date it a little bit. And speaking of those sha-la-las, let's go back and hear, because there was an interesting couple of notes in some of the opening shalalas. Here we go.
It's not the way you smile that touched my heart. It's not the way you kiss that tears me apart. Oh, many nights go by. I sit alone.
I think it's just the interval itself. I was thinking that something had changed and that the opening shalalas, like the first one or two, were more traditional, and then it changed to a different interval. So let's go back and see what I mean. But I think it was the same the whole time, and I think my brain was just finally noticing what the interval was. Let's hear it. Okay, turn my keyboard on here. So I think it's because it's a perfect fourth. That's a fourth going to a fifth. And in some harmonies, we would typically hear this is a third, just 3 notes apart. In background vocals, that's more of what we're going to hear, but this is 1 note away. So it's a little bit more open. It's almost as if we've already started the conversation and we're hopping in halfway through. So maybe this person has been, well, sitting at home alone crying. He's been sitting around thinking about this a lot already and kind of being bothered by it, but then just sort of reaffirming his thoughts and feelings about the other person. So yeah, that interval is just very open, both of them. Very open, and I don't think my ear registered that at first. And then when it did, it was like, huh? Like you misheard something and your brain kind of writes the word over the top. It was doing that with this note. Okay, so we have that straightened out. And what that's telling me here is that this song is a more simple song, but they were still able to add some sparkles to it. I always like to say that it sparkles a little bit, right? So that little interval there sparkles. The fact that it's sitting right in the tempo, you know, and the time signature where you can feel the big beats or the small beats, and you kind of, depending on the excitement in the moment of the song, you can go with the bigger beats or the smaller beats. That's pretty interesting. And then in the instrumental part, there was a really interesting pairing. Low guitar, and I'm assuming vibraphone. Okay, so that is also more open. I don't know if that was intentional. It just might have been a cool interval to use for the shalalas, but then having that, you know, and it might have been like, hey, we have these 2 instruments, let's do that. And it does kind of create a whole new sound. You put those 2 together, you know, it's like 2 flavors together and it creates something new. So it's really neat. I really like this. And then hearing the guitar, the regular guitar sounds like in the middle, and the fact that the lead vocals is also kind of in that mid-range. I really like how much space this takes up and the openness within it. Okay, and so the cuteness, and that is not to take away anything from their work, and you know, I think it's adorable. I love their accents. It's adorable. So first of all, just how they say sha la 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 la, and I've mentioned this a few times in before in some of the reactions on this album so far, that it's more openness actually in the ah vowel. It's extra ah. And I think it's endearing. Let's hear it. See if we can get to a spot here. Just the beginning. La la la. Yeah. And that actually helps bring forward the tone of their voice. It sort of makes it come through more straightforward. Then later on, what I noticed is the endearing thing with John. That is John, right? Singing. You. I don't know. It's almost like an umlauted oo. Let's see if I can find it.
I know I'm gonna love you any old way. What can I do? And it's true.
True.
Nobody, 'cause baby, it's you.
Okay, now that last you was more straightforward, but do and the true, there's something there where the accents come through, and I just love it. I'm glad I went to this little spot here though, because that was starting to speak to me as far as more development of his improv singing style, his expression, the musicality in general. The voice went up and was a little vocal fry, a little scratchy there for a little bit. It's just really fun to see how these guys keep progressing. Okay, that was Baby It's You from Please Please Me by the Beatles. And it was a neat one. Is it my favorite? I don't know. There are a lot of tracks on this album, and I guess there need to be because they're so short. And that's okay. All of this is okay. Remember, it's okay to be okay. But this is not the music of my generation. It's not the music that has stolen my heart, the heart of my youth anyway. But I'm still open to it. I just think I need to do more listening, letting this all sink in, and then also compare it to the upcoming albums. Because I know we're more than halfway done now with this first album. So this is exciting to see where we go next. Okay, so thanks for coming along with me for yet another track. We've got like 3 more left because I've already done Do You Know, or do you want to know a secret? Here, I'm just looking at the list. Yeah, so we have A Taste of Honey, There's a Place, and then Twist and Shout. Those are the 3 that are left. And I might put 2 of those together in one. So we are really getting close to finishing this album. This is really great. Okay. And as always, just remember that you don't have to be perfect. It's okay to be okay. And just keep listening.